Hello, my dashers. How are we doing today? Oh, looks like I have got to actually turn down mine, huh? Hold on one second. And there we go. All right. So it is another week. It is another week. And I'm sorry to hear that Carol is not feeling well. Her laryngitis, obviously. Let's all send her some prayers and love. We love you. Please get better soon. This week has been a crazy, crazy week. Lo and behold, as you have seen my video, and those of you that have not, I found out recently that Pleasure Way has discontinued the production of the Tofino for 2024. And that was kind of a shocker for me. Because I just bought it. Now, I had originally bought it, but there wasn't even a peep, or there wasn't any kind of leak, or so on and so forth, that it was like, really? Nobody, nothing. No one said anything. And it was like news to me because, like I said, I had been following the Tofino now for about 2, maybe 3 years, and but I didn't hear anything that it was being discontinued. So would it have changed my mind to have purchased the Tofino? Probably not, because as I said, it was my dream vehicle. So I knew that I wanted to have a Tofino at some point in time. So I don't think it would have hindered my decision to actually go ahead and purchase it. So yeah, interesting. Who's out there? Is anybody out there yet? Hello. Have we got anybody on the live? Don't be shy. Say hello. Yeah. So, yeah, when it was confirmed from somebody at Pleasureway that the Tofino was being discontinued, it kind of was like, at first I didn't know if I was going to be afraid, but then again, I thought about it. I said, well, no, Pleasureway is not going anywhere. So they're still going to honor the 5-year warranty that they give. So after 5 years, I was on my own anyway. So what was the difference? So but I wanted to get it out there that it was being discontinued. So if you were like me, always looking at it, so on and so forth, you should probably get it now. So yeah. Hey Rose, how are you? How you doing? Welcome. Another week. Yeah, shocked. Hey, Red's in the house. Yeah, it was the whole Tofino thing kind of really shocked me, just decided that's it, we're not doing it. No rhyme, no reason, no explanation. Pleasure Way employees got to give it to you, man. Like I said, they kept it under wraps, didn't know anything about it, and boom, it's just they're not making them no more. But they will go ahead and honor the 5-year warranty. So, because Pleasure Way, the company, is not going anywhere. Just they're not building any more Tofinos. So, and neither is the Ram ProMaster 1500. Is not going anywhere, everybody. So I'm hanging in, getting ready for my dog to be gone for 2 weeks. I'm hanging in, getting ready for my dog to be gone for 2. Where's your dog going? Hey, Lisa, how are you? Wow, that's crazy. I know. Like I said, I don't think I would have, would it have hindered my decision to purchase the Tofino? Probably not. I mean, I really thought of the Tofino for the past 2-3 years anyway. So for me, I don't think it would have made a sway on my decision to purchase it. Somebody says hello. Board and the train. Oh, boarding and training. I got it. So they're going in for training and boarding. Ah, that's kind of good. It's funny. We didn't send any, like Zeus or Lucky. We didn't really. Like, I guess we could say that we trained them, but they're actually very good dogs. Lucky's kind of the wild child, but Zeus is like, yo, what's up? For a Chihuahua, he's like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, pet me. I'm good. As long as they honor the warranty, which I don't think there is going to be a problem with that, because honestly, if they stop production in 2023, they have 5 years. So, but even that, it's 5 years to the last one is sold. Now, there are plenty out on the lots right now. And to get the 2023 sold, they're actually giving out a lot of good rebates. I mean, I got a couple of good rebates on mine. I didn't pay full price for it. So Pleasureway wants to get them off the lots and into the consumer's hands, because they'll have 5 years to keep all of the parts and everything that's with the Tofino on hand for servicing, because they have to honor their own warranty. Now, the 1500 Ram ProMaster is not going anywhere. So that's the normal 3-year, 36,000 miles, or if you've got the extended 5 years, 60,000 miles. So that isn't changing anything. ProMaster is staying the same. They're not discontinuing the ProMaster 1500 chassis, but the build is no longer going to be built. So I'm glad I did what I did when I did. Hey, Pam. Pam's in the house. Whoop, whoop. Skylar will emerge a new dog. Ooh. Can't wait to find out. Goes, my son and his girlfriend had 3 kids and dog are going to be moving in here in a few weeks, maybe 8 weeks. Skylar is used to being the only dog, so she doesn't like other dogs. I'm praying she gets trained. That's the thing I have to do with Lucky, is he's not good with other dogs. Zeus, he's like, yo, pet me. For a Chihuahua, which is, usually the scared of the wind, everyone who knows Zeus is just like, he's like the most chilled Chihuahua ever. And I wish Lucky was like that, but he's not. He's the same. He doesn't like any other dogs. People, fine. No problem. Other dogs, yeah, he's not so much. But I'm slowly training him. Out not like other dogs because I'm going to be homeless. Out of not liking other dogs because otherwise I'd be homeless. Okay, I got it. I have to read. See, I don't get these things. Yeah. Prayers. She loves people but doesn't like other dogs. Same with Lucky. Lucky's the same way. He likes people, no problem. Other dogs, he has a problem. And it was funny because we went on the trip to Rhode Island, and it was the first time that we were in a big field, and I had him attached. I had him on leash, and he would chill right in front of the, sliding door. As soon as he saw the other person on the other side of the field, they had a dog. He'd get up and he'd start barking. But then, I've trained him now that when it did come out, they barked, but Lucky didn't. He's like, yeah, what's up? So he knew that dog was okay. He wasn't a threat to me. So he's slowly learning, but I think it's still going to take a few. Yeah, if she doesn't get along with the other dogs, I'll lose my place to live. Oh, geez. That's not a good thing. So hence the reason why the training and the boarding. Gotcha. It's a territorial thing. Yep. And it's also protection. They're protecting you. You know, I realized that the dog seemed to be a threat to me and he was protecting me. So therefore, that's why but as soon as he knew that it was okay with me, he was all right with it. So that could be a thing too. So yeah. All right. So y'all know about the pleasure way thing now. Beat that to the ground. We're fine. So I started to do an experiment this week. I know that Tim's not here yet. Tim does DoorDash. And I know a lot of van lifers who do DoorDash and Uber Eats and Instacart or whatever. Homeless is not the same as houseless. You may not have a house, but you'll always have a van or a truck, or your van. Yep. Was my neighbor's daughter got a puppy, and I tried to induce Skylar, 8 weeks old, and growled bad at him. Yeah, they'll do that. Just hang in there. Hopefully Skylar will come out as a new woman. Everybody's saying hi. I tried for Skylar, and I can't live in my truck. I have my truck, but Skylar and I can't live in the truck. Okay. Well, is a cab? Is it just a cab and a flatbed on the back? Because you can always convert just about anything. There's a will, there's a way. Always happens. But let's not get to that part anyways. Let's just work on Skylar going for boarding and training and see how that goes. And I'm sure, you just have to be persistent and loving, and your dog will understand. I mean, when it comes down to that, that's what it is. Because yes, a Chevy Avalanche. Well, like I said, let's not hope and pray on that side. Let's just, see what we can do first she just needs training. She's still a pup. I mean, even Lucky, he's older, but he got it that, oh, it's okay. Hey, Tim. Yikes, I'm late. No, you're not. I was just talking about you, man. My next topic is doing the whole delivery driver. And you do DoorDash, right? You dash, right? God will make way. Yep. There's will, there's way. Absolutely. Whoop, whoop. Skylar's 3.5 years old. Well, Lucky's 6. So he's, you can teach an old dog new tricks. It's just got to take a little bit more loving. That's all. Hey, Tim. He says, yep. Okay. So I did an experiment this week, and I decided to do Uber Eats because, well, I couldn't do GrubHub or DoorDash because they were full in my area. So I'm on a quote unquote waiting list, but I was able to get on with Uber Eats. So talking about, I found the perfect hour to dash here. And I think that's what it is, honestly. Really? 12 a.m. to 2:30? Really? Are you sure? Or is that p.m.? 12 to 2:30 p.m. Because I started doing Uber Eats just to see if it was a viable way to make some extra money while you're on the road or whatever. And I got to tell you, I mean, it was definitely an experience. Because what I did is I did Uber Eats and I turned on the app and I accepted orders that were I mean, I was picky, guys, I ain't gonna lie. Because it's not worth your time if you get a $2 order to go 19 miles. That's nuts, okay? Nobody in their right mind is going to do stuff like that. I mean, so I said, okay, if it's got to be more than $6 and at least $2 a mile, you know? So if it's 3 miles at six something. Yes. Okay. That's over $6 and it's over $2 a mile. Okay. So I was taking those kind of orders and I actually tallied up between 2 hours every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I did 4 out of the 5 days for 2 hours after 5 o'clock at night. And then I did from, what was it? 2 to 7 p.m. yesterday, Saturday, and then again 12 to about 5:30 today. So I ended up making around $250. Now, granted, it's not, this is only using one app. Now, when you drive, you usually can do more like DoorDash or GrubHub and Uber Eats and, whatever. But I could only get on one app. So I made $250 with Uber Eats for 1 week. I shop and deliver one bag of candy for $11, right? Because that's cool, Lisa. I have considered, but probably will have an interview this week to lifeguard at a rec center where I swim. Nice. That's cool. Well, I'll cross my fingers for you. If you don't get $1 per mile for less than 3 miles, decline. Yeah. Less than 3 miles. Yes, exactly. But I usually do 2 miles. I mean, golden rule, because, at quick lanes, you can't really see. So I do 2 miles unless if it's over 3 miles, it better be $6, right? So, I mean, I will do one if it's like, for $3 for 0.9. Okay. Or, they have the normal like delivery fee of $2 and then whatever tip. $2 per mile for anything over 3 miles. See? So you're the same. In fact, okay. So we're gonna do this again. Oh man, I don't know if you want to come on again. You did last week. If anybody wants to come on for this discussion about Uber Eats or GrubHub or DoorDash or any of them, if you have tried it, if you haven't, because honestly, I got to the point where it's like, okay, viable options where you don't have to click into a time clock every day and you go on when you want, you get off when you want. You know what I mean? But I mean, Tim, you were saying that 12 midnight to 2:30 in the morning. Are there really orders during that time? I mean, and what do you really? I mean, so do you just do DoorDash or do you do them all? Do you do DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, Spark? All the other ones. Thanks, Tim. Everybody's like, good luck, Red. Yes, good luck on your interview. I didn't drive for Uber and Lyft. So I did my friend Gladys. I did drive for Uber and Lyft. So did my friend Gladys. Okay. Yeah, I did drive for Uber and Lyft for many years. I mean, I think I did for 1 year from May until January 1st. And I mean, I didn't have a job at that time, so I was working 40 hours. So I did it in Providence, and I did both Uber and Lyft. So I would switch off between the two apps. But I think the delivery service, because there's so many out there. I mean, there's Walmart Sparks, there's GrubHub, there's DoorDash, there's Uber Eats, there's Instacart, there's 5 of the top that I know of. But there are so many others. You never know though. Like this morning, I was bumped from delivering 6 miles for $7. But luckily, on my way back, I picked up at $12 for 2.5 miles. Really? For that time of the morning? I only do DoorDash. I don't multi-app like most people. This is grocery money. Yeah. I do have to save for the retirement, right? I hear you, man. Well, I was looking at it, because as you all know, I have not sold the Cascade camper yet, so I'm still holding a double car payment. So if I can make the Cascade camper's payment, until, things get worked out, great, and I thought, okay, well, let's just try this to see if it's actually a viable income. And honestly, I didn't really give it like a huge, what do you call it? A huge focus. Oh, Red's on. Whoop whoop. Look at Red. Hey. Hey, Red, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, you're gonna have to turn down the YouTube one.
I turned it off.
There you go. That's what I did.
Well, no, I didn't turn it off. I turned
Yeah,
off
just muted it. You just muted it. That's good.
It, yeah. Hey, Huckleberry Chris.
Oh, your Huckleberry. When I was doing Airbnb on the side, though, enough rides where I was good a lot. Here, if I need it. What? Okay. I did one on the sides. Okay, Red, what did you mean by this? What did you say? I did.
I couldn't find a regular job. That's when I started doing Airbnb because, I didn't have any experience since my oldest was born. So, I didn't have experience from 35 years ago, So I was having trouble finding a job. And I didn't want to go into childcare. Now I'm not opposed to going into childcare, so I might apply for a preschool teacher at my church. So nice. I could probably get that like that because that's what I've been doing. I've been volunteering at my church and my children's schools for 32 years. So, but when right when I was separated and divorced, I had just stopped working in childcare at my church. And also since of stuff drama that went on my church, I didn't know if some people, if they got the wrong person when they called, it's a big church, I'm like, they could give me a bad review. And I'm like, I don't think I want to work in childcare anyways. So I didn't want to, and so since I couldn't find a job and, I applied for waitressing, which I didn't have experience. I applied for Chick-fil-A and, they didn't want me because of my tattoos. They hired my daughter,
Lord,
which was hilarious. I didn't know, my daughter and I, my youngest, and this was when she was 17 or 18 or something like that. When my daughter and I, unbeknownst to each other, she lived with her dad, but I was 15 minutes away. We both went for open interviews at Chick-fil-A, right? And they hired her and they didn't hire me. I was like, Chick-fil-A, I hate you. I don't hate them. But
yeah, but I mean, I totally get it because, like I said, I didn't have a job either. So that's why I was also Ubering and Lyfting.
Yeah.
And, I did make decent money doing both Uber and Lyft. So, when I got on the app to do Uber Eats, it actually had me a member since 2002. So they took into account my Uber status because I mean, I was above 4.5 with over, what was it, 575 trips or some crazy crap like that.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't do it for that much, but I was doing Airbnb also. And that was a challenge because I didn't have like the little door code. So I always had to be there when guests arrived.
mhm.
I tried to install, you know, uh, a doorknob with the code, right? But
Right.
my holes in my door were not in the right place.
Oh,
So then
no.
I had to return it to Lowe's or Home Depot, wherever, I think Lowe's. And I didn't want to buy a whole new door. And like, so, I had a lot of challenges, and my house was dilapidated, and uh,
Mhm.
I didn't have the money to fix things up. So then I decided I stopped doing Airbnb. I did it for 2 years, and then I sold the house as is, and that's how I left Georgia and then paid off my debt from the sale of the house and paid
Mhm.
cash for my RV and got out of Georgia. So
Yeah, amen, amen. But Tim says here, Schaumburg is a high middle class neighborhood with customers that tip more than um,
Mhm.
DoorDash paying. Totally agree. There's a section of any town, that's even the next section over. And I actually went there this morning. I was going to work from that area, but I sat there for 45 minutes and didn't get even one order. And I think Uber only does it for the section you sign up for. So as soon as I got back to my region or my zone, I started getting pinged like crazy again, which was like, okay, well, this is stupid. So it's like, I think it's more towards each one that you sign up for. So I thought that was really stupid. Um, so yeah, I'm in a middle class, point blank middle class, not the high end. The high end and the rich are in the next town over. And I tried to do that this morning and it wouldn't let me do it.
See, I could make a killing here. I probably could do that. But that's my plan B because I'd rather do the lifeguarding and do the preschool teaching. But
But that's
that's
your
the
passion.
problem I had in Georgia where I was. Now, if I was in Atlanta, I could make a killing, right? But I was 90 miles south of Atlanta in a little town, and I didn't get enough rides. And I would be there. There's like all these,
Mm-hmm.
you open up the app to drive, and you're waiting for a ping, and there's all these other drivers there, and like, there's like too many drivers and not enough demand for rides. The one day that was awesome, and it was when my son that's here now was living in Atlanta. I got an one ride. This was like my best ride ever to the children's hospital in Atlanta from where I was. So it was like a $95 ride. And when I got up there, though, it was this woman and her 4 little kids. And I was like, well, I could go up there and then I could because people were like, go up to Atlanta and drive. But, then you're paying the gas to go up there and drive,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and all
Yep.
that. We got this ride up to Atlanta and I went and had lunch with my son, but I made $94, but the car was a wreck because she had like 4 little kids and Medicaid was paying for the ride basically. Because she was taking her child to the children's hospital, her special needs child for an appointment. So, but that was the best ride I got.
And driving for Uber and Lyft, I have nothing wrong against it. I just got to the point where I just got sick and tired of feeling, getting treated like a second class citizen by the people who, took the rides. They're thinking that I owed them something. I don't owe you anything. I can kick you right out of my car, no problem. You have no right to my car. Just
Yeah.
because you think you went ahead and got this ride, it's up to me whether I take you or not. Okay. You want to be rude to me, you're out. I don't care. I'll drop you right here. And it's different because with the deliveries, I don't deal with anybody. I go into the restaurant, I pick up the food, I have a little. Well, here's the best thing, right? Okay, so
Sounds like a sweet deal.
okay,
Really.
here
Sounds
you
awesome.
don't deal with people. Honestly, most of the time it's a drop and go. You don't even some of the time it says meet at the door. Okay, or but most of the time it's leave at the door. So you drop it, you take a picture that you delivered and you boogie. So it's
Mhm.
not you don't even see
Yeah.
nobody. You just
Sounds
boogie. So it's
good.
so different than Uber and Lyft, where you have to be, your car has to be spick and span. Oh man,
Yeah.
Jesus! I remember all the rules
Oh,
that they had
goodness.
for all of that.
Mm.
And I mean, your car had to be a certain year. It had to be clean. It had to be this. It had to be that. You had to offer water. I don't have to offer anything. You're lucky I come get your butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
So
that's where I fell off with Airbnb. What you're talking about right now is what happened with me with Airbnb is all of the shitty, annoying, entitled guests and men booking my Airbnb thinking that I come with the Airbnb. Like, what the hell? No, no. This is not
mhm,
like Red's little, you know. No. And yeah, so I had to deal with all that. And then I would offer them so much, and I'm just like, I'm not really making that much here because I would offer
exactly.
food, I just I went all out, the little toiletry things, and then people would steal those, and then I was like, oh, I can't
Yeah,
leave these on the
exactly.
counter for
I
a
mean,
dollar because people are
even
stealing.
water to spill it or anything, they don't care. It's like,
Yeah.
seriously? I even went as far as, and don't laugh, okay? Okay, you guys don't laugh, but industrial size, now, not that I know, but I have cleaned a few in my day. Urinals, they have little like scented, um, they're like rubber scented things that go in the urinals, right? So they're
Mhm.
like car air fresheners, man. You put that underneath your driver's seat, and especially when you have your air conditioning going, it makes your whole car smell nice. I'm sorry, it's stupid. Don't laugh at me, y'all. But there were tricks that I had to do for Uber. And that's why I just was like, I don't want to go back to that because I've
Yeah.
tried it, I've done it. I know I can make money. Granted, you're probably
Mhm.
going to make about 35,000. That's if you really work it per year. And that includes after you paying the taxes. Okay,
Yeah.
because you still are an independent contractor, you're going to get a 1099 and you still have to pay the taxes on that money.
Yeah.
So granted, you get tax deduction for gas mileage at 65 cents a mile, as long as you keep your records. Like you can get mileage IQ or something like this, or a different,
Mhm.
monitoring app that when you're doing Uber Eats or, whatever, it can track the mileage for you. So you have that.
Yeah.
But I totally agree. Sometimes I was spending more on keeping the car
Yeah.
cleaned than actually
Mhm.
making. So it's like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah. I
Why?
just got a membership
I mean,
local car
Tim
wash.
says it
Thank
right
you.
there. That's the turnoff of doing Uber. Dealing with entitled customers is a
Yes.
pain. Absolutely. I totally
Mhm.
agree. Hence the reason why I love doing the delivery service is because I don't have anybody in my vehicle. And,
Yeah.
like I said, I have the cargo van. So,
Mhm.
I'm doing the itty bitty miles because I don't want to put a whole ton of miles on my car, not when I'm trying to sell it.
Mhm.
So I'm doing 1 mile, 2 miles, and I'm only doing it. I think I get maybe four trips for the night, and that's $20. So I go maybe 4 or 5 miles. Oh, I'm okay with that.
Mhm. Yeah. Another reason why I've considered doing it again is because of the area I'm in. I think I can make a lot. Like
Oh
my
yeah.
Uber, I've gotten an Uber drive before, or a Lyft drive to my son's, and also all the way to the airport when my son can't take me to the airport. Um, and I asked the Uber driver how much he makes, and he can make $1,000 a day here. lift.
Then you've got a good market. See, I am
right
in
here.
not such a good area. Granted, the area is huge, but
Yeah.
I'm not driving 10, 15 miles either. No way.
Yeah.
I
You have
don't,
to be in a good area. See, Tim's in
no.
a good area. Tim's in
Yeah.
a good area where he is now.
Schaumburg, yes, I
Right.
know Schaumburg. I used to live in Schaumburg, so he's in a good area. I'm in Conroe, which is north of Houston and north of the Woodlands. The Woodlands is a great, like, I should have signed up with the Woodlands, but my address is here in Conroe, so they immediately put me to here, which is like, you know, I was like, damn it, you know, because that I would have worked all the time. You know, they have surges all the time, whereas Conroe doesn't have anything. You know?
And I know we weren't talking about Airbnb, but I did Airbnb, so I know about that. I was in a good area to do Airbnb. They don't let you do that it the same way here in Denver. So you can't, I think you have to do like the whole thing, and you can't live in it while you're Airbnb out rooms. So that won't work here, but it would be a good area if they would allow that. But where I was in Georgia was a great place to do Airbnb because it was by the Air Force Base, and a lot of people come in there to work. And also because it was on the way to Florida, and I had a lot of people like spring breakers and people headed to Disney, you know, people from Canada on their way to Florida. And it was a great, it was a good place to do Airbnb.
Yeah. Well, if you got a good touristy part or touristy area, yeah. And like even here in Conroe, my sister is, you know, the tiny house that we own. It's everybody wants to, you know, test out the tiny house living. So I have a, you know, a 20-foot, 8-foot, 8-foot wide by 20-foot long, 13.6 high, 13 feet 6 high, tiny home. Okay, has bathroom, shower, has 3 bedrooms, nice living area, whatever. Anyways, they fixed it up to be an Airbnb, and believe you me, that thing, and it's here in Conroe. But we have easy access to the freeway. We're not so much into the city, but we're close to a freeway, which is easy access to any place in Houston. And especially, you know, for having a, you know, and they made it all nice. They put a private deck out there, private entrance, the whole 9 yards. They made it like, you know,
that's nice.
I mean, you can spend $69 in a hotel room, or you can get this house with a porch, a grill, waterfalls, everything. I mean, they made it all like a spa service. But that thing has been rented out most of the month. You know?
Hey. I didn't scare you.
I thought I heard you. Friend is here to get the
all right.
wobbler. I'll just turn this off.
No, that's
I'll be right back.
Right here for now.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it has been. It all depends on an area. I have to totally agree with you on that. But I believe those no, they're not urinal cakes. It was an actual plastic, like rubbery. It had a scent to it, but it wasn't a cake. It wasn't the blue cakes that you usually see on it. No, this was like a strawberry kind of, but it looked like a suction cup. Really, a big, huge one. That was usually what it looked like. Because yeah, but mine be sitting as a vehicle, not as good. Not good for a long time. Yes, I totally agree. I mean, I would drive within my 0.5 mile radius, whatever, but you know, because it's 100 degrees here, people. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody wants to go out. And I mean, I would be in the car right now, somewhere nice, doing this live on that. But honestly, at 100, I think it was 104 today. We have hit over 100 for the past 3 weeks here in Texas, and it is hotter than a. So, yeah, it's not been fun. Can you put in for certain areas? I don't know. I did an experiment this morning, and like I said, for 45 minutes, this was before the heat. It was still 80 degrees, but at least, I didn't have to wait. I just turned off the car and had the windows open. But honestly, I don't know. I didn't get a ping until I started going back to my service area. So I'm going to do some more research on that, and I'll let you guys know on that. But because I thought maybe I'd try it, and I stayed within my area until about 3:30. I came home, had something to eat, went back out for maybe about another hour. I only had one other trip, and I said, yeah, I'm done for the day. We're Emerald Poles like making laws to control people from making money. And, and that's what sucks. Because as an independent contractor, you should be able to do what you want. Hey, Crystal, how are you, honey? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, sis. Everybody saying hey. Boop, boop. 104 here today with but it feels like 115. Yep. Mm-hmm. Same here. I'm right there with you. 100 degrees for like 3 weeks. Yep. Oh no, I would have died. Yeah. Comfortable 72. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, the East Coast is the same way too, up in Rhode Island. Oh, everybody's saying some hellos. I have to wear a jacket at night at 60. Oh, I wish. Hey, I recently looked at the 10-day forecast, guys. Oh my God. Starting next week, Sunday, we're going to get to 95. Oh my God, as a high. We're going to go under 100 for the first time in a month. Oh my God. I could not believe a month we've been over 100 degrees. This is insane. Insane. Hey, Peg, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. The peeps. It's the peeps. Everybody saying hi. Me and my dog were miserable. Oh my God, yes. We suffered through that. Man, I got to tell you, ice cubes and a fan. Ice cubes in the back of your head, back of your neck, and a fan. I would have to agree with you. Oof. 67. Oh, I wish. I wish. We haven't had rain either. For this heat wave that we've had, we have not had rain in these 3 weeks. My grass is starting to turn brown, y'all. And I'm like, I don't want to waste the water because we're in this drought, and somebody could, need it or whatever. Everybody, and there's not really an official ban on watering your lawn, but that seems like a waste to me, since the rest of my street is the same feeling. So all of our grass, everyone is just completely brown. It is so bad. Well, I never thought I'd be happy to know double digits instead of triple. We've had triple digits for a month. Because all next week is 100. All this week, and the last 2 weeks, we've had over 100 degrees. Insane. Insane. We had all the ceiling fans going and 4 fans in the living room. Oh, blow hot, humid, nasty air around the house. Exactly. Oh my God, that sucks. Ice cubes are your friend. Oh, it's like Red's back. Okay. There you go, Red.
Oh, hey. Hey. Trying to.
Hey.
Hi, Crystal. I was just going to say hi to you in the chat. I'll say hi.
Crystal's on.
Yeah, I made peach cobbler.
So you want to try some?
Yeah, so my son's friend came by and I was giving him the peach cobbler because he got all these peaches from his dad in Georgia. And they started to go bad. And he's like, oh no, what do I do with these peaches? And I'm like, I'll make cobbler. So yeah.
Oh man, are you serious, Pam? Because we replaced our grass years ago because when it got hot, it burned up in a few weeks. No matter how much we watered it.
Transferred any silverware to my.
I'm like, really? I know that feeling. I totally know that feeling. Let's see what we got here. This time I'm making a permanent spot with my icy breeze. So you have the icy breeze, Crystal. You got to come on and let us know about that because I was actually very, very curious about the icy breeze itself because I was actually thinking about getting one as well. I'll leave the link down here because I would really love to hear how you are faring up with that icy breeze. I took it out before I left in April and have been rearranging and forgot about. I regretted that so much. Okay, we got. Okay, we got red back.
So Albert just moved. He's not roommates with my son anymore, and so he just moved. He just bought another condominium, and he had to move into it. And so he didn't have his silverware over there. So he came back and he's like, wait, can I borrow some silverware? I'm like, I got plasticware. So yeah. So always stuff going on here. So
let's see. The Peg goes, can you come on up, Lisa? We can find a parking spot. You can. I can just go right on up there and celebrate another birthday, huh? Woohoo!
Wait, where's Peg at?
Oh, Peg, where you at?
Up north. She must be up north.
Yeah, she's got to be up north.
I think she told us before. I think maybe I know, but I don't remember. Let me think. That's the artist, right? Peg is the artist.
No, artist is Nora.
Well, there's a lot of artists. I think Peg is an artist too, aren't you, Peg? Let me click on this go to channel thing. Yes, she is. Mixed media artist. Yeah. She has a good channel. Check out her channel, you guys.
You're gonna have to now I'm like, okay. I know I subscribed. There's Nora. Talk about
Nora. Speak of the angel.
I like that. Speak of the angel. Woo. Yes, I make art too. Okay, I'm gonna check you out too.
I'll drop her.
There are so many channels. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. How much is it? 4 more people. 4 more people, and I hit 1,000.
Awesome. Yes, I'm close.
Oh my god.
Close too.
4 more people. So I'm like, oh my god. I think I am going to actually make it next week. So we might have to have a party.
Oh wow.
Woo, yeah, but cool. I am definitely behind on watching people. So I'm gonna check you out later, Peg. Swear. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're never late, honey.
Hey, Nora. So
I have to have a worse grade and no moisture. No moisture. You would think. I thought it'd be like a swamp cooler. Why is this thing not working?
Can I ask you something, Lisa?
What do you want to ask me?
What I'm working on is watch hours because I'm so close to 1,000, but and now they changed it because you only have to have 500 and you can get memberships if you're 500 and have 3,000 watch hours. So how's your watch hours?
I think I'm at 3,500 watch hours.
Well, then you should be able to get memberships still.
Yes, I can. I mean,
but you're not sure if you want to. Yeah, some people don't.
I'm still on the fence.
Yeah, I understand.
Still on the fence of that because I'm trying to
just big memberships. That's crazy. Yeah, I was at like 30, like last year, when I was only at like 400 subs, I was at like 35. Wait, no, I think I was at like 3,800 watch hours, like 3,800. Yeah, because it's within a year, and then it turned over and it's like, and I wasn't going live as much and all of that. So, yeah, I'm going to do a contest thing tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Rose made me think of it because she commented on my hot cocoa video, and I sent her the hot cocoa. So I'm going to do like a scavenger hunt. Since I have like 1,000 videos, I'm going to say like, find this video, like blah, blah, blah. And I'll send you a gift. Like, I have a video about this puzzle box. So I'll pre-announce it now. Someone needs to find my video and watch my video about the puzzle box and comment on it and say, send me the puzzle box, and I'll send them the puzzle box. So I'm going to do a scavenger hunt like that.
Nice.
Should be fun. But Rose made me think of it because
I'm like going, because I see I try to join your lunch lives. Lunch lives.
It's not a good time for everybody. I know.
But again, I'm working during the day, but I happen to see you come on. That's why I can only stay for a few minutes, but at least I show up.
Yeah. Well, that's good to pop in. Yeah.
Sorry, but got a meeting I got to go to, and work comes first. You know that.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing y'all's videos for the watch hours.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. You two drop them if you're not active with my channel. Oh, wow, really?
I appreciate it, Tim, but I'm having to stick to what I say. I don't want people to just run it, I know it's taking, like, I know I got a playlist for 2020. That's when I did my playlist, 2021, Tim.
Wow.
I haven't done playlists. Yeah, I changed it to 2021 because I was putting on my lives in my playlist then, but so it's hey, Lindy's here. Hi,
Lindy. Hey, Lindy. How you doing? Everybody's gonna say hi. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm 4 people away from 1,000. I know I have over. I think it's 3,500 in watch hours. So I'm close to getting monetized, but at least hey, yes, I can do the whole membership thing, but I'm like, I'm still up in the air about that. I have to redesign, the logo over here, as you can see up in the corner. It's still the old PMC. I'm trying to get the okay from Pleasureway. They actually have a vector, little cartoon vector of the Tofino, which I would love to use as my logo since it's what I own. But I have to get the copyright permission from them. So I'm not going to, obviously take it and just use it. I'm going to ask them the proper way because I'm not like that. So we will see what they say. But I do have to redo this logo because I don't have the cascade anymore. Or I might just keep the cascade. I'm still trying to pick. I love that car.
Oh, you might keep both?
Well, I mean, I need to get a runner car anyways, but I really...
Doesn't Carol still have 2 vans?
I know, but I mean, and I I shouldn't, but I really love my Cascade camper. And I'm, probably that's the reason why a lot of you are like, well, you haven't posted anything yet. Yeah, because I still love my vehicle and I still don't want to let her go. That's why I'm like, if I do a DoorDash, I can make the extra payment and I can keep her.
Yeah.
But then again, then I'm going to start burning myself out because I could use that extra one to make a double payment on Fuzzy. So
it's like me, like I'm going like, I don't know. I need to get my YouTube monetized. I need to get my next book of poetry published, but I'm not making any money right now. I'm spending all my money from my dad. This apartment's really expensive, and it's just like, which way do I go? Do I, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna apply, see, interview, see if I get something, send some feelers out.
Why not?
See which way.
I mean, do something you love, because I got to tell you, I mean, I love computers, so I'm glad I'm where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm with the newest technologies and things like that. So for me, I'm happy where I'm at. It's just I got to find a different partner, a different department. But I love the company. I love what it stands for. I love the people. I've made friendships there. I mean, I love where I'm at. It's just the individual department is where I need to go somewhere else. That's all. But I love the company. Everybody's saying, hey, Lindy and Marley. You can't stop me from playing your videos, Red.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it.
We love you, Tim.
I'm not gonna stop you.
I know we're not gonna say no. Everybody's saying hi. As a matter of fact, I'm boarding.
I don't want a job. I mean, I do. I love, and that's the thing too. I love kids. I love the church I found here in Denver. So, and I thought it was kind of cool that I was thinking like, well, hey, maybe the preschool needs teachers or something. They said something to it about it like months ago. And I was thinking that, and then this Sunday they said something, because I was just like, oh, it's too late. It's August now. School's going to start. They probably have all their teachers, but they said something today. So I was like, hey, so I love kids. I love swimming. And so that will be awesome if I get that. And I'm not looking for something full time. So I need to have time. I love doing my YouTube. But then again, if like a few years from now, I'm not loving doing my YouTube and I don't have, and it's not making that much, I could not keep doing it. But I'm hoping it'll, it's going to grow and I'm going to continue enjoying it. So, and I definitely enjoy doing the poetry. I said a poem today from some friends from church. We went to Panera after church, and it was kind of a dilemma because my son texted me. And I was leaving church and I was just like, oh man, like your mom actually has friends in Denver now. And like, I was like, well, you can come to meet us at Panera if you want, or we'll get together later. So it was pretty cool. And I said my storm poem for my friends at Panera. So it was a good day.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I'm going to see, does anyone else want to come up for, talk about either, extra incomes that they've done?
Hey, Sherry and her husband are here. Sherry's here. Buena vida out here. That's what I should just say.
I love what Pam had Peg had to say. He goes, pick a theme, get a group of channels, do your video, and promote each channel at the top. Lists in descriptive information. And she later says list, not lost. But that's a very good point. I mean, having your playlist be, categorized by whatever topic.
Yeah, I started
on my house. Hi, Judith. Whoop whoop.
Hey, Judith. Hey, yeah, I asked Peg
Yeah.
what a hop. She mentioned what do a hop, and I didn't know what a hop was. So
Oh, puedes
Andrea
it
said something.
out. Puedes it out,
They
Andres.
flipped my mind.
Terry Andres, I've been watching her. They ripping apart la cachada, la shada.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lashada.
They're ripping it apart and redoing it and all that stuff.
Again.
Again,
It's the third.
again. Sherry and Andre. Andre. Hashtags work too. Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to
Thank you
do
for the
hashtag.
reminder. Absolutely. Hand pinky wave, hand pinky wave. I love it how like StreamYard doesn't see the emoji, but YouTube, when I look at YouTube, oh, that's what.
I always go whenever it does that on me. I always go over to YouTube to say what emoji is that?
I know, right? It's been hard to do it. I would think so. I mean, I couldn't think about. I mean, you totally ripped it out. Like I was watching some of the videos, going, "Well, there goes the floor. Oh, well, there goes."
So Huckleberry Chris says Denver needs bud trimmers. Is that for the cannabis? That's what I was thinking. Like my son's, my older son might want to do, but I don't know. He's not coming here right now, but in the future he might come here. But I'm hoping he's taking care of some health issues in Georgia right now. My oldest son. Yeah, I was thinking because I met this so when I was doing Airbnb, Chris, I met this lady. I called her. Her name is Gabriella. Gabriella. I met this wonderful lady she was moving back to Florida though, but she worked for a couple of years. She came to Denver. I think it was Denver. She came to Colorado anyways to work, and she worked in the cannabis greenhouses and she loved it. And when she was telling me like all about it, and she had this dog, his name was Dude. So my Airbnb was pet friendly. And so she was on her way to Florida to move back to Florida because her mom and her daughter still lived in Florida. So, but she loved her job. She wasn't she loved her job, and when she told me about it, I was like, I think my oldest son might like doing that sort of work, in the greenhouses. And
so is that like kind of a part-time thing, or is it like a full-time job, like a regular full-time job?
Chris is saying it pays well. I think it could be full-time. I think it would be full-time. I don't know. I think she worked full-time, and then she had this debate. It's kind of like I decided to move here because my son is here. It's always nice to be near a family. I mean, you
Oh
like
yeah, I totally agree.
if you get along with them, some of them, but
it happens.
yeah, I get along well with my younger son, so that's why I came here. But she was so Gabriella was moving back to live near her, near her mom and her daughter, and I think she had a granddaughter too. So she was going back to Florida to live near them, but she loved her job doing that, working with the cannabis and working in the greenhouses. And then she got offered a job, and this all happened when she was at my Airbnb. Like,
wow.
And she's like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know. And she like had all her stuff, like she had her bike, she had all her stuff in her, she had an SUV and all her stuff in her dog. And she was headed back to Florida, and she's like, I just got offered my dream job. I can't believe it. It was like a higher up. She had moved up, and she's just like,
okay,
I'm all ready to go back to Florida. So
all right. So thank you, Red. I do appreciate
welcome.
all of your talks about Airbnb. Basically wanted to touch up on some ways that people could make extra income. Especially on the road. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you're either here or there, and that's really kind of hard. So thank you for your input, Red. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, and I definitely think it's a great idea that you're going to Airbnb out your tiny home while you're on the road.
My regular home.
It's going to be great. Your regular home.
Yep, my regular home. When I'm on the road full time, this will be Airbnb'd out while I'm doing my thing. But thank you.
Great idea. Right.
See you soon.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye. So, going back to the whole DoorDash, Uber Eats, those things are, that you don't have to have so much a permanent job. You do it as you will. Like I said, it was an experiment for me to see if maybe I could sustain it. Who knows? I do appreciate it. But everyone, it is past the hour, so we are going to wrap things up. If you are new here, please put a 1 so we can give you a proper hello and hello, Dashers. Okay. Please hit the like button right down, over there somewhere. Hit the thumbs up for me. I do appreciate it. It helps me out. If you are a moderator of mine, go ahead and please put your link so we can all follow each other. And a big C if you're a big content creator. So again, we can go to your channel and subscribe to you. It's easier if we do it all in one-stop shop. So thank you, everybody, for joining me for this week. I'll let you know how the experiment goes. I'm going to continue it again next week and see how much money consistently that I can make. Who knows? Again, I don't want to put too much wear and tear on rickshaw or my Cascade camper because I am going to sell it. Yeah. So, and that video, I swear, will come out next week. All right. So, everyone, please be safe out there. Okay. And as always, be kind to each other. Stop dreaming it. And start living it, everybody. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye.